So I actually have done a video for Golden Frieza 17 9 months ago. Yeah, 9 months. Yeah, I'm even wearing the same shirt from that video. I mean, obviously, I've been wearing the same shirt for 9 months, but when I'm around the house, I just have a couple that I cycle through. Toss them in the machine, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's literally like the same 4 shirts. This is gonna be the team. We already did their 200% leader skill. I mean, granted, it was before their EZA, but I don't have Tech UI. I have STR Carnival Goku. He's pretty bad. I don't have the androids. And I forgot what the other 200%. Jiren. Jiren's not on JP. I mean, on Global yet. So real quick, before we even get started, you want to run these two, I guess, on either Jiren or Toppo's leader skill in slot 2 next to Toppo. They have, what was it? Tough as nails. I gives Toppo damage reduction. That literally, you literally give Toppo extra damage reduction if you run him next to Golden Frieza 17. So we're gonna hop in. I have STR Dispo. I could toss on the team, but he's not awoken. He's not SA10 yet. I just pulled him. So we can hop in. We can hop in. We're in movie Boss Rush. STR Blue Kaioken Goku can easily get us killed, but of course he's in slot 7, so he's not gonna be too built up going into the later portions of this event. Turles is weak as hell. Slug is weak as hell. We're probably not gonna see Kaioken Goku until very late. I mean, he's already bad as it is. Alright, so let's go over Golden Frieza 17's kit real quick. I did stream earlier, so my brain is a bit more, geared into Dokkan. I can get through this a lot faster. So Universe Survival Saga or Joint Forces, 4 key and 160 leader skill. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't want to run this leader skill though, because we already have a better Universe Survival Saga leader, many better Universe Survival Saga leaders, and Joint Forces has a full 200%, and it has a couple that are all worse than this character, but still 200% in the AGL, Metal Cooler Movie Goku and Vegeta, and was it Gohan and Piccolo, I believe, lead Joint Forces as well. Massively raises attack for 1 turn on their 12 key, and greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and greatly lowers attack and defense on their 18 key. So their passive, they get 177% attack and defense start turn. That's actually a lot of stats at the start. 7 key and damage reduction. This is guaranteed 50% damage reduction for 1 turn. Okay, cool. So that's just 1 turn. They get the extra. Wait, what's their key at? That's okay. That's decent. That's a decent ability. Because remember, they do have like the Reps Universe 7 links up. No shocking speed. Okay, so we're missing shocking speed. Brainiacs doesn't give key. Solid support doesn't give key. Okay, so this is all their key links up, except for shocking. Well, no, because they'd be at 18 key pretty much if they had shocking speed. So that's good. What else? 2 guaranteed additional attacks. These can only be normals. If it doesn't say with a high chance to be a super or anything like that, it's always going to be just normal. They have to specify what the chance is to be a super, or there's no chance of it being a super. Oh, okay. Each which has a high chance of becoming a super attack, so they do specify. Because before that line was just by itself. Yeah, the each of which, that's like, I believe that's new Dokkan wording. They usually don't say each of which. They just say like 2 additionals with a high chance or something like that. They don't just say each of which after the comma. Let's see. Launches an additional super attack. So it's a guaranteed additional super with a 70% chance to be a super when HP is 77% or less. Okay. 1 key up to 7 key, plus additional attack and defense, plus 11% up to 70% with each attack performed. That's a permanent build up, that extra 77%. Plus an additional 1 key up to 5 in attack and defense. Plus 20% up to 100% with each super attack performed. So they get a lot of stats. Hold up. Chance to crit plus 17% and reduces damage received by 17% within the same turn with each super attack performed. Okay. So let's see. So they can get up to 100% damage reduction, right? So all they would have to do is like, what, 3 attacks? They start off at 50. Let's save the key for Golden Frieza and 17. Unfortunately, we can't get them 24 key. It's not absolutely imperative that they get 24 key, but I mean, for the showcase, it'd be nice. Okay, okay, sure. Tech UI just gets smacked instantaneously. Sure, sure, sure. So yeah, literally 3 attacks, and they have 100% damage reduction. They cannot be harmed. Yeah, they're the best slot. They're the best slot 2 unit in the game, pretty much. Their first gen, they can't take damage. They're going to be taking very well later on. So that's the high chance. I don't know the order of it, because obviously the passive, it starts from the top and goes down from the bottom. I don't know where the additionals are actually located, though, because that might have been the 2 right there. So that's 3 attacks. Guaranteed damage reduction. They don't have to do supers. So, you know, hidden potential system additional normal is not really going to hurt this character too bad because it's just going to be damage, and they are still getting the damage reduction. I was about to say, did he just turn off dodge? So I guess we'll just get a revive on each turn. See you later, AGLUI. Evolution Blue, we don't need to go crazy with your key. We don't need to go crazy with these two. Oh, well, let's go over the build for these two real quick. 16 additional, 6 dodge, and the 5 defense. I would say additional and dodge for these two. Actually, it is hard to say. I would probably say prioritize dodge, but you never want these guys not to get their hidden potential system additional. Normal or super, you just want it to happen. That's what you want. So I don't, but like dodge would certainly help as well. They don't need crit. They don't need crit. That is something, like when the character doesn't need a certain thing, it is nice because that just opens up the hidden potential system for a lot more of a concise benefit rather than just a bunch of things that can maybe sort of possibly happen. But like additional on a character that's already doing a lot of additionals, it goes from the hidden potential system maybe sort of helping to the hidden potential system additional activating pretty much every single turn without fail ever. Like if you give Golden Frieza and 17 30 additional, I don't think, like bro, it would be like a catastrophic day when you don't get the hidden potential system additional normal or super, because that's 60% rolled what, like 5 times. You just fail 60% chances in a row. That would be crazy. Not even in a row, just if any of them succeed, you would get the damage reduction. Or the hidden potential, well, the hidden potential system additional, which would give you the damage reduction. So let's just keep going. Hey man, they're building up. 300k defense. So now if they do 3 attacks, they're gonna be at 51%. They would be at 51% damage reduction. Okay. So if they did 4, they'd be at 58. How many attacks can they do? Let's see, because they're probably going to do their max amount of additionals here, right? No, they have to be below 77%. So let's just see. 1. Well, not additionals, but this is the first attack. Right. So you also have to account for their initial attack. 2, this is a super. They build up by doing supers, but this doesn't really matter. They're building up damage reduction anyways. These additional, okay, 3. These additionals are just extra damage. They already got the defense from doing their 12B. That's why these guys are so good. They're just chilling, right? You don't have to baby them. 4 attacks. Okay. Chilling. So they had 58% damage reduction right there. And I got to see what their defense is. Okay, STR Blue Kaioken Goku's not going to kill, so we should build up. We want Blue Kaioken to build up that Spirit Bomb, because the next time he's on rotation without guard, the boss has to die. And the boss is going to die when he drops that Spirit Bomb, because remember, Remember, Blue Kaioken has aged out. He's not doing crazy damage, and he's not tanking for like double digits or anything. However, what he does do is drop the Spirit Bomb, which these massively buffed EZA Reps of Universe 7 characters are, they're still getting the same buff from that Spirit Bomb. So that is going to be insane. Stop. Oh yeah, don't kill him. Yep, get that. He's building up damage. He's building up defense. He's stacking. He's probably going to be the character that's going to die for us throughout this event, but it's going to be fine. We'll keep STRUI in slot 1. STRUI, I don't mind keeping on rotation if he's got a revive next to him. The reason I didn't put Evolution Blue Vegeta in slot 1 is obviously, no matter what happens here, this slug is going to die. We were never getting that build up from getting hit, right? So the slug is just dead. You'd have had to attack before we attacked. Alright, this is our chance to get Shocking Speed active. Oh, right, I didn't even cover their active skill. 400k defense. After performing 4 or more super attacks in battle, once only. Okay. 7 key and 77% defense, and guaranteed crits for 1 turn? That's active skill 77% defense. I believe the difference between active skill and like support defense is active skill gives him 77% of this number right here. What do I say? If it came from his passive, or maybe even like their super attack effect, their defense would be what it was at the start of the fight. It would completely ignore all the defensive increases and stuff they've got throughout the fight. Their defense when the fight starts with no links active is the amount of defense they're getting after they super attack. If the defense is located in a super attack effect. But if the defense is located here, I believe it's just going to be flat 77% to the number we see on our screen, which is going to be quite a substantial buff. They're at 24 key. Let me skim back through their passive. Do they get any sort of special abilities at 24 key? No, it doesn't look like it. So them having all the key is just, it just means we don't have to, like, let's say we don't have to grab all this. We don't have to grab any sort of, we can just give them whatever we feel like, and that sets up orbs for the next character, right? So now Tech UI can get his tech orbs because Physical Golden Frieza and 17 weren't being greedy and consumed all the orbs on the field. AGL UI just has a good key mechanic, so he's going to build up here. Still not quite at 24. Also, another thing is, this is a character that builds up just by doing attacks. They don't have to super, so you don't need anything super specific, like hyper specific. You just keep them in slot 2, they do their attacks and they'll build up. So it's not really an issue if you fly through the events. Unless you fly through an event and get through like you hit a dodge canceling phase, and Tech UI doesn't have his active ready, that can hurt you. But these two, they're not going to hurt you by not being fully built up. If anything, it's going to be one of the UI Gokus dying because they're not ready to dodge. Yeah, like this is why this has to be the best slot 2 unit in the game. Like Topo slot 1, these guys slot 2, they get the support, they got the extra they got an extra 5% damage reduction from Tough as Nails. That's gonna help them and Topo. That's what I gotta put Topo, because this would be a crazy rotation. Topo or Jiren. Because if you have Jiren, you can double flip Jiren and have like Topo in slot 1 on one rotation. Maybe one of the UIs, yeah? You're thinking AGO, Tech UI, slot 1 on the next rotation. Because remember, you only need 2 slot 1 characters in every single fight. You would need some characters that can survive in slot 1, or maybe even a revive, like Evolution Blue Vegeta has, in case you happen to hit a wall where like one of your characters locked outside of slot 1, that sort of thing. What could really end up helping that in that situation, however, is having a character that, like Orange Piccolo with the giant form, that can unlock them. Like I said before, a revive. That also helps. There are Mega Nuke active skill characters that can kill the boss before they would hurt you. There's attack breaks. There's also, what's it called? Oh, right. And this also has to do with the active skill, but just getting extra stats from, like, a slot 2 character that can get the defense from doing an active skill in slot 1. Like, I guess, Tech Vegito Blue. Like, the 5th anniversary Blue Fusions, right? They would have to not be locked. But let's say your slot 1 unit is locked in slot 2. You can do their active in slot 3, and then put them in slot 1, and they'll become the new slot 1 unit. It wouldn't help anything if they're locked, if you get what I'm saying. But if another character you wanted to put in slot 1 is locked, you can get away with it. So we have actives galore ready, we just don't have to use them. Like, we just don't need to. So this is, I believe this is their max defense. 470k, that's as much as they're going to build up to. Is this Frieza get 1 turn? Not Frieza. Not Frieza. 13. Well, no, we didn't get the 24 key. I thought Goku still had to dodge a couple attacks and build up more key. Alright. Guaranteed crit, by the way. Yeah, it's like, if you ever put crit on UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, even if you... Like, they get 50% chance to crit and then 7% crit support. Actually, now I think about that, 7% crit support would go hard on these two too, because now you're not just relying on their passive crit. They also have an extra layer of super attack effect crit from our boys Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku. As you can see, Michael and Frieza and 17 have 0 crit, and they just crit right there. They crit again, yeah. I mean, yeah, this character, they have it all. Evolution Blue Vegeta and Yukage and Goku. They're not going to kill because they don't have Super Saiyan or Kamehameha. They have a lot of good links up, but they don't have their mean attack buffs up. Like, here's the thing. Usually attack, like bleeding out every little ounce of attack you can get, isn't too important, but with these guys, the difference between a 17 million super and like a 20 million super, it's the guaranteed crit, right? Which they can go from 17 to 20 just from having the like extra links up, like Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Kamehameha, stuff like that. Like those are common links, but they're also, yeah, the way I would describe it is they're common links, but they're not links that every rep of Universe 7 has. STR Ultra Instinct Goku, I believe he only has about a 60-something% chance to dodge here, right? Because he lost to 70%? Unless he was not on turn. If he was not on turn 1, then he still had a 70, or it's like 84% chance to dodge or something like that. With AGL UI locked in slot 1, this is the perfect time to test out their active. Let's see, I'm not saying like... Oh yeah, and we just healed, so we don't have UI's revive. So can these two doing their active give them enough defense to survive in slot 1? In my experience, hold on, we gotta get that in the video. In my experience, Bojack loves supering slot 1 or slot 2. He rarely supers in slot 3. So we'll see. Movie Boss Rush, it's a really good showcase stage. Because let's say, even if you do one-shot every single phase, there's a lot of phases. So you got time to get your characters and rotations in order. Even though on this team, as long as you have AGL UI or Evolution Blue Vegeta on one of the turns, or Tech UI or STR, like 4 possible characters you can throw in slot 1 on turn 1 until you get your actual teams set up. Which you do need time to do that, but these guys will give you time because they can go in slot 1 in the meantime. Alright, turn that off so we can actually see the intro. What you got for me, Golden Frieza and 17? This is the wrong OST. I don't have their OST in my playlist, so we're just gonna play something. We're definitely not gonna play Tech Bar on this. Alright, how much defense did that give them? Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is a 69% Golden Frieza on 17. Level 5 raw defensive equip. If I had a 7, if I had a 7, I promise you I would give it to them. If you have these guys rainbowed, they get more stats, period, when you have them rainbowed. And you also unlock the gold slot, which you can put a level 4 dodge and 2 raw defense into them. So their defense could be over 1 million on this turn. Like for a lot of you guys that might have them rainbowed. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, sure. Of course, Blue Kaioken and Goku, the units that stacking attack is sealed. Would that help them survive a super in slot? Well, now Bojack's dead, because these are guaranteed. Remember, UI Goku's just locked, he's not sealed, so he's still got his guaranteed quick supers. Well, they're well over 1 million defense on this turn. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like 2.5, maybe even 2. Well, no. No. Because they're done building up. They're fully built up now, so they're only getting the 50% from super attack effect. I mean, do I need to say double digits? Like, do I have to call that out? So who's doing damage to them on their active skill turn? Again, you can have tough as nails active, which is extra raw defense and extra 5% damage reduction. You're not guarding, cool, you're dead. Well, we revive, so no, we don't, because we started the turn above the HP threshold. Yeah, Blue Kaioken Goku got a skill. My bad for not having Tech UI Goku. My bad for not pulling the new unit, but he was just a filler slot as we went through and saw. Your Golden Frieza in 17 is easier. Very, very good. Dare I say broken. I mean, cheat code, plop them in slot 2, don't die. Let me rephrase that. Pop them in slot 2 when you can't die. Because even if you miss supers left and right, they build up defense from supering, but they're building up ki and damage reduction from doing normals. So on their first turn, they can have 100% damage reduction. Doesn't matter if they get the defense from the super attack effect or not. It doesn't matter. And then by the time the second turn comes around, they're probably just gonna have, well, no, they're always just gonna give themselves enough ki to super anyways. So you can't sell. If you bring them, as long as you don't bring them on a team with no leader skill, it's like you would have to put them in slot 1. That's literally it. And even if you put them in slot 1, they have a chance. They still have a chance with 1 million defense raw. That's like 1 million defense raw. That's not like super attack level, but you can tank very hard-hitting normals. And you know, we don't have Dokkan Fest Topo on global yet. I might have to try to get him, because he would be a huge buff for these two. Well, no, because he's not on their 200%. I already have them on a team. Why get Topo if they're not even willing to? I guess Jiren. I would have to get Jiren. Well, no, yeah, because if I get Jiren, I can get the Int Fly Troopers, who also have tough as nails. While they don't, while they're not a slot 1 character, they are a slot 2 character, which means we can run them in slot 3 and Golden Frieza in slot 2. And every couple of turns they'll get tough as nails active. So I do want to just take a look at cards at Topo and Pride Troopers. I just want to take a glance. Topo and Pride Troopers. Oh, they have an EZA on global. So I gotta pull up JP Dokkan info to see what their conditions are. Because if they need a full rotation of reps of Universe 7, that means that Golden Frieza and 17's mere presence around will be hurting them. Cards. Come on. Purple Pride Trooper. So I'm gonna just pull this up so you guys can see as well. Let's see. There are 3 more reps of Universe 11 on the team. Extra defense when it's super attacking. Reps of Universe 11 on the same turn. Guaranteed crits when all allies are Universe 11. We don't need this. We don't need that. And then support to Universe 11 or special purpose. That's fine. So yeah, as long as there's 3 on the team, these like Golden Frieza and 17 wouldn't be hurt by them being on rotation. I mean, they're not on here like the best linking partners, but remember, they have Tough as Nails, which is more important than anything else they share here. Well, except for, I guess, Tough as Nails with Dokkan Fist Turbo, which we can also do, but you get what I'm trying to say at this point. Actually, what are his links? Supreme Warrior, no defense, no defense, no defense. The defense, but Golden Frieza and 17 have this. No one on this team pretty much is gonna have this. Terminal Power, 17 Golden Frieza have that. And then, yeah, 17 Golden Frieza have that. 20% damage reduction, extra 5% damage reduction. That would be pretty good, just to have him floating. Well, anyways, I've been rambling on long enough. Golden Frieza and 17, yeah, you do the EZAs, get a free top 10 characters in the game. What the hell? Catch you guys in the next one.